Hi, and welcome to your online orientation for your online class. I'm going to show you all the things you need to know about this class. As this video goes on, it's really important that you have a pen and paper ready because I will be giving you the questions and answers that are going to be on your first quiz. It's very important that you write down the number and letter of your choice for each question because when you go to take the quiz, the questions and the answers are not going to be there for you. So make sure you write down all the answers to all the questions while this video is going on so that when it's all over, you can go and take that quiz and get a really good grade. Okay, so when you're getting started with this class, the first place you want to go is the link that says Start Here. And it's right here. On this page, you're going to find things like the syllabus and other pertinent information for the class. So the first thing we're going to look at is the syllabus. And I'm going to tell you now a little bit about the syllabus. Sometimes, you have the syllabus and you can read it and it will be there all semester for you to read, and I know you can all read, but sometimes it's useful to hear someone explain the syllabus out loud as well. So first of all, this class is an introduction to the arts, so that includes all of the arts, not just visual art, but also the performing arts. And of course it's all going to be online. On the syllabus you can see my information for my office hours and my office location. My office is in the Pecan Center for the Arts, which is that big, tall, colorful building on campus. And I do hope you'll come to my office hours anytime you have any questions. My phone number is also listed in the syllabus. However, my email, as we'll discuss later, is not listed because you have an email that's internal to this class, and that is the email I want you to use for contacting me about any questions related to this class. And again, I'll explain more about that in a little bit. You do not need a textbook for this class, and this class has no prerequisites at all. So anyone can take it, and you don't need to buy anything, but you do need to have a computer. And by the end of the class, you're going to know quite a bit about different art forms and also hopefully a little about issues pertaining to the arts and different ways of thinking about the arts. This is not going to be focused on history. It'll be focused more on different conceptual approaches to the arts. In the syllabus, you will find a list of how your grade is going to break down, and I'll explain more about that as we go. You're going to have a few quizzes for this class. The first quiz, which is going to be over mostly this orientation and the syllabus, that one will be graded for accuracy. So you want to make sure you do well on that one in terms of answering the questions correctly. The other quizzes for the rest of the semester are not based on you getting the answers right. They're based on you sort of guessing and trying to find out the answers that maybe after you take the quiz. So they're more of a way for you to learn, and I will grade all the quizzes except for the first quiz just on completion. So as long as you do those quizzes, you will get 100, and there's nothing to study and there's nothing to read. Actually, hopefully you'll learn from taking those quizzes. You'll be writing a paper during this semester, and that paper is going to be not so much a research paper as an analysis paper. You'll be comparing and contrasting two works by a local artist, and of course you'll learn more about that later when the paper gets closer to being due.
I just got my paper back. I worked so hard on it. I can't believe I only got a 40. That was the longest paper I've ever written in my life. And she gave me an F. I think I'm going to drop out of school and move to Brazil.
Did she give you any comments on the paper?
Well, yeah. She said that I didn't follow the instructions and my paper has comments all over it. I guess we were supposed to be comparing and contrasting two pieces. Instead, I did more of a biographical research paper. She said I really didn't do any detailed analysis of my two pieces. I guess that's true, but I did so much research.
But it wasn't a research paper, right? So you didn't follow the instructions. Did she give you a rebuke on anything to show how it was graded?
Well, yeah, we got that ahead of time. It was part of the instructions. But also, she corrected my grammar. This isn't a freaking English class. And she told me I needed to take my paper to some writing across the curriculum lab or something. I don't even know what that is.
Well, if the writing was part of the way the paper was going to be graded, then I guess maybe that would have helped. The writing across the curriculum lab is in the library on the second floor. They'll help your paper and get you a better grade.
But I don't have a car. I can't go to campus. Hello.
Well, you can take a bus. But anyways, if you don't want to do that, the WAC club also lets you email your paper to them and then go over it with you on the phone.
Really? Wow. I wish I'd known that before. Luckily, I think I can rewrite this paper for a better grade.
You said the professor put detailed comments on your paper, right? So I'd make sure you go over those and make sure you're not making the same mistakes twice.
Okay, good idea.
You'll also have one creative project that you'll need to do at the end of the semester. And again, that's something you'll learn the guidelines about at the end of the semester. But just to alleviate any worries anyone might have, those creative projects are graded based on their relevance to the things we've learned and how well you follow the instructions. They're not graded based on what beautiful masterpieces they are. So even if you don't consider yourself someone who's at all artistic or creative, you can still do great on the creative projects. But of course, I think that by the end of the semester, everyone will really enjoy doing those creative projects, and that's usually what happens. During this semester, you will be writing a critique, and you will be writing this critique of either an art opening, concert, dance performance, or theater performance that you will attend during this semester, so not something that you've already seen. And it will be a live performance, and at the end of the semester you will turn in a critique. The guidelines for the critique are actually already available for you to read right now, so if you're interested in thinking ahead about what event you want to attend, you can read those guidelines and see if the events that you're interested in will fit with the guidelines that are there. And we can talk more about the critique guidelines in a moment. Regarding the late policy for this class, as far as the discussions go, you do need to post at least once by the due date for that discussion in order to receive any credit for that discussion, and I will explain more about that in a moment. But for the other assignments, you can't turn in quizzes late, and you can't turn in the creative project late, but all the other smaller homework assignments I will accept for up to 2 weeks after the due date, and the grade will go down 5% for every 3 days that they're late. After 2 weeks have passed, you will get a 0 on any assignments you haven't turned in yet.